Well, the Supreme Court justice was among those concerned about his language. Wyoming Republican Senator Sen Barrasso on all of this. What do you think, Senator?
Well, I think that Justice Roberts was right to call out Chuck Schumer for what to me seemed a direct threat to two members of the Supreme Court. Neil, if someone stood outside your place of work or your home and called out your name, as Schumer did to these two justices, and said, "You will pay a price, you will not know what hit you," you would view it as a threat. And I think that's why the Chief Justice did what he did, pointed out that Schumer was absolutely wrong. And I think if I were one of those justices, I would be concerned. Look, that's the kind of thing that happened to ball players from the Republican Party before a congressional ball game, where at their practice field they were attacked and it became a shooting field with someone trying to kill them. You have to be very concerned with your words, and I'd expect much better from the minority leader, Democrat leader, Chuck Schumer. The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court was absolutely right to call him out.
Should he be censored?
Well, censor is something that would happen on the floor of the Senate. I think what's more important is that Chuck Schumer ought to personally apologize to both of these justices. He ought to do it in person or by letter, but he needs to apologize for what he said and the direct threat he made on their health and their lives.
So if he doesn't do that, and the closest we got to a mea culpa with the remarks you just heard, that's not enough for you?
Well, it's not. And Schumer needs to think about what he says before he speaks, that people listen to him and he can incite violence, and he knows it. So he needs to be better controlled in his own behavior. But this is the way the Democrats tend to behave. Rather than working together, finding solutions, they want to attack. And that's exactly what Chuck Schumer did outside the Supreme Court. He went there. He's been around this for a long time. He knew exactly what he's saying, and I believe he intended to say it the way he did.
But I mean, it's not as if Democrats have the market cornered on inflammatory language, right?
To me, this is about a physical attack when he calls people out by name, as he did for Justice Gorsuch, Justice Kavanaugh, and said, "You will not know what happened to you. We are coming for you." That tells me that there is a physical threat. They're going after the court in other ways. The Democrats running for president want to stack the court, want to pack it in ways by adding more members of the court, which is what they're threatening if they win this election, which is why I'm focused so hard on making sure that President Trump gets reelected, and he wants to take over the Senate and become majority leader. That is his goal.
All right. We'll work on dialing the rhetoric down. But, Senator, thank you very much for taking the time.